All right, let's do this double review of Loki and Gen V because I don't want to make two videos. I just want to make one, and I just want to talk about both shows in one. So, yeah, let's get to doing it. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to do this for like the next few weeks, I guess, reviewing these two shows that come on the same night at the same time on Thursdays. Yeah, I guess I'll be doing it that way until I think Loki, the last episode of Loki, is gonna be all alone on that one week. So yeah, it's good. It's good to talking about both these shows. I'm gonna talk about Loki first. So if you want to hear my thoughts on Gen V, go to the next section. I put the time codes in the description. These first two episodes of Loki, I think, were really good. Like the first episode was, I think, great. I think it's the best episode for a premiere, like a season premiere for any of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus so far. I know that's not really a big sample size, and yeah, there's not really much to say about that because yeah, some of its premieres are like they're good, but then they trail off, and then like we saw with the Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion had a really good premiere. I think it had of course, it had a shocking ending to that premiere. But yeah, as it continued on in the series, it just wasn't that good, especially like the second half of that season. But for Loki, I think it has a track record of the first season being good, in my opinion. And I think where this started off in season one with the first episode, or season two with this first episode, was great. And then, of course, like the episode that came on last night with episode two, I think was really good. It continued the story pretty well so far. And Tom Hiddleston, of course, is great as Loki. I mean, yeah, I think even with his like second episode that that just came in, he's back to his mischievous self in like some elements. Of course, not being an outright villain, but he is showing his mischievous side and helping out Owen Wilson in the TVA. And yeah, I like that, especially with the shadows. I like the shadows when they're going after what's his name, X5. I thought that was pretty good. That was from the comics where his shadows come to life and they hold him. So that was pretty good. And the chemistry he has with Owen Wilson as Mobius, I think it's great. It's continuing well from last season. So I think his chemistry with Owen Wilson is great. And with like the first episode of them trying to figure out him time slipping, I thought that was great as well, just to see that happen. And that was pretty much the kind of the arc of that like episode, where it ended with of course with like Loki coming back to the present, and then him and Mobius just getting shot through that door. So I thought that was pretty cool. And even then, like the time slipping that Loki was experiencing, it looked pretty horrifying in a way. Like it looked like it was like it like just hurt immensely. I love where Mobius is like, yeah, that hurts. That hurts seeing it. Like I was lying before. Like I was lying about not being hurt seeing it. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Even when they pan over to like the girl in that elevator and she was horrified. So yeah, I thought that was excellent. The whole episode, the first episode was just excellent. And even like this episode with them interrogating X5, as I said, I think that was a really good scene with where Loki is going all mischievous and he has him trapped in that little I don't know what it's almost like a glass thing, or I don't know, it's a glass cube or whatever. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, and they I kind of knew that they were like, it was kind of like an act, of course, with Mobius saying like pounding on the glass. Like I kind of knew it, but they really played it well. I think there was a moment there towards the end. I was thinking, oh wait, is Mobius kind of thinking, oh maybe Loki's gonna go too far? But no, it was just an act. But they really played it out well. I thought it was pretty good. And yeah, of course, Mobius, Owen Wilson, I think is really good so far. I mean, he's really good in season one. I thought he's really good here. And Sophie DiMartino, she wasn't in the first episode of the season, or she was at the end where she goes into the McDonald's. And yeah, so we see her in like episode 2. Of course, she's working at the McDonald's, and yeah, I thought that I think she's good. I mean, there's not much to say about her right now, but she's good as the first season as Sylvie, Lady Loki, and she's good. She's good here in this episode. I thought she was good. But yeah, that McDonald's product placement. There's so much about that McDonald's right there. And it looks like it's going to continue on in episode 3. I guess Sylvie's still working there. I mean, she's eventually gonna leave, of course. But yeah, there's so much McDonald's, so much. They spent so much time in the McDonald's with Mobius and X5 just eating, and yeah, that product placement. They had to use that product placement, I guess, to pay for this season. So yeah, but it worked though. It worked. It was like made me hungry for some chicken nuggies. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't hate the McDonald's product placement, but it's just like it's a little bit too much. But what was not too much so far in the season is Kiwi Kwan, because he's a highlight so far. I think he's one of the highlights for the season so far because he's great. Of course, like coming from last year in Everything Everywhere All at Once, my favorite movie from last year, and yeah, him winning the Oscar. Coming into this, I think, yeah, he's a highlight in episode 1 and even episode 2 here. I love he has like this attitude where he's not really caring, but he's still like jovial and all that, and like saying to Mobius like, all your skin's gonna come off and you're gonna die, and he says it with like a happy face. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I'm happy to see him in this, and like that was funny. All that bit with Mobius being like just scared of his like skin falling off, and him even riding on like that machine, like his skin ? So yeah, I thought that was cool. But yeah, Kiwi Kwan having a substantial role as Obi. What was his name? Ouroboros. That's his name, right? But yeah, just see him in here is good. And even that scene where Loki's time slipping from the present to the past with the OB, I thought that was great as well, where he's like having OB build that thing. Well, I forget what it was called, but it was to help the time slipping, of course, and the timeline. And yeah, I thought that was played out pretty well for something involving like time travel. I thought it was like pretty cool to see. And with that first episode, I love that you can feel King's presence with him not even being there, like with that recording with Renslayer. I thought that was like it felt very like there's some kind of doom that's gonna happen upon the TVA. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I guess we're gonna see Jonathan Majors as King, or a version of King. It's like a Timely, like Victor Timely from the comics. So yeah, we're gonna see him later this season, possibly the next episode, because he wasn't in episode 2. Like they didn't really mention him, but I'm guessing we're gonna see him in there. And I'm kind of wondering if it's the last time we're gonna see Jonathan Majors in the Marvel universe, because everything was going on. Like I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but with the case being up in the air with them, it's just like, is this the last time we're gonna see him in this series? So yeah, I don't know, but that's just like up in the air. But I'm thinking we're probably going to see a good performance out of him. And also a new actor that I've liked so far in this season is Rafael Casal playing X5. Or he plays like the actor version of himself. I forget his name, but like that was pretty cool. We've seen him in the first 2 episodes. Rafael Casal is like a pretty good actor. He was in this movie called Blind Spotting. I think it's Blind Spotting with Daveed Diggs. That's like a really good, really good movie. So yeah, just to see him here is pretty cool. So yeah, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good in the role he has. I like him here in like the second episode. Yeah, even the second episode where he's with Mobius in the McDonald's and he's like, "Can we just get out of here?" And he's just like holding back information about the timelines being blown up. So yeah, and yeah, those timelines being blown up. I mean, I wish we saw it happen. Like they say, there's a lot of lives that are lost in the timelines being blown up, but I don't know. We didn't really see it happen in in the episode, so it doesn't really give up an impact. Like it doesn't have to be anything violent at all, but I wanted to see something from that, but we didn't really see anything. So it's like I don't really feel like anything happening with the timelines being blown up. And also the scene where they're going in and taking out the TVA members who are blowing up the timelines. That felt a bit rushed. It's like they went just right into there and they just took him out. And I don't know. I feel like there should have been a little more build up, because like the show took its time with the interrogation of X5, but then we go into taking out those TVA soldiers, and like that woman that's trying to like blow the timelines up. It was just like, okay, I wish there would have like been a little bit more build up to this, but I don't know. That's just a little gripe I have about episode 2. And also another, like the actress, Wunmi Musaka. I forgot to mention her. She plays B-15. She's good in it as well. So yeah, she was in season 1, of course. But yeah, she's good. So yeah, these first 2 episodes are really good. Like the first episode, I think was like pretty great, and this second episode, like not as great as the first episode, but I think it continues the story well, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. So yes, yeah. So far, Loki for me is a thumbs up. And now let's go to Gen V with episodes 4 and 5. And yeah, and these episodes have really carried the story well for Gen V. Like the end of episode 4 with like the cut, like when I think Maria's talking. I thought that was pretty cool. Like it was very much unlike anything, and it kind of felt like something happened. Like at first I'm like, wait a minute, did something happen? Is there like a mistake? Did like Amazon Prime Video just like shut off or something like that? Did I lose connection? But no, it was like meant to be there. So I thought that was pretty cool. And them not remembering in like like episode 5, I thought that was pretty cool. It's cool to see main characters in a show not remembering and be in that place. And you got like Sam going to them and like saying like, "Don't you guys remember me?" And he knows, but he knows right away. He knows almost instantly that, yeah, when they don't know who he is, that, yeah, they wiped out his memory, or they wiped out their memory. And them going after Rufus at first, where they thought he was the one who wiped out their like memories, but it was actually really Kate. And that's what made Luke forget about Sam. So yeah, I like that reveal, that she made Luke forget about Sam. And like it made sense because Luke was like in episode 1, he seemed like he was convinced that, yeah, Sam had died, and then he's getting these memories back. So yeah, it makes sense because Kate was there for all of it, and it made sense because Rufus wasn't spotted there in that moment at the house. So yeah, and Kate was there. So yeah, it surprised me, but it did make sense, and I think that was a pretty good reveal. And yeah, she must have wiped Andre's memory too with like that Sam flashback, because we see like Andre was there, right, when him and Luke and then Sam was going crazy in that flashback. And yeah, and then of course Kate got him to calm down by like touching him. So yeah, his memory was wiped all the way back then, because we saw in the first episode where Marie like takes out Sam when he's trying to escape, and Andre's there too, and Andre helps out. It's like Andre didn't even recognize him. So yeah, it goes all the way back then where his memory, I guess, was wiped of even knowing who Sam was, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I probably have to go back and watch the first episode to like make sure of that. But yeah, it's just like that's interesting. And Kate came clean like pretty quick there, but I'm guessing she's been doing this for quite some time, working with the dean. I forgot the dean's name. So yeah, I'm sure she felt sorrow for quite a while. And man, that like episode 5 or episode 4, when Marie explodes Rufus's dick, that is horrifying. That is, I mean, he deserved it, but it's horrifying just to see that happen, and just to see it see it as a shot very clearly. That is just horrifying. I do not want to see it again. How do you live after that? How is Rufus walking on 2 feet? I'm like, what? Yeah, I did not need to see that, man. Stop showing dicks, please. Stop it. But yeah, that's a boys universe for you. And Maria and Jordan hooking up. That was very much unexpected for me. Like when they like first hooked up, I was like, what? Really? But like there's tension there though. I guess there's tension there. It didn't seem like, I guess, sexual tension, but I guess it was there. So yeah, but it's cool to see. I like it. It was cool to see. I guess you would call like a bisexual relationship, I guess. I'm not sure. Is that even a thing? Or I guess Gen V is making it a thing here in this show. But it's cool, I guess. And I guess like Marie's getting the best of both worlds for her. It's a cool relationship. It's very different from what we see in like shows. And also Emma and Sam having chemistry too. So I like their relationship too in this show. I think both these like relationships are better than what would have been between Andre and Kate. But as that's kind of like that's not gonna happen anymore because with the Kate reveal. So yeah, but yeah, these could like Emma and Sam. They're like I think I like the relationship, and Emma growing like big is pretty cool. So she's very much like Ant-Man, where she can grow like giant if she eats. So I thought that's pretty cool, and like the effect looks kind of weird, or it looked weird in the episode 4 where she got big and had to keep Sam from like doing something crazy like killing the that scientist. But it did look better in episode 5 where she's in the pool, and that's even in daylight. Although her body is like most of her body is covered up by the tarp, and like episode 4 they had to kind of do a little angles, I guess, with like her arms covering her like some of her body. So yeah, but yeah, like I think the effect still kind of looks wonky, but I can kind of accept it with like the story they have in here, because sometimes with like effects that don't look quite as good, like you can get by them if the story's good, and the story's good so far in Gen V. And that puppet scene in episode 5 was brilliant, where Sam is taking out those soldiers or whoever they are. I don't know who they are. They just work for like the bot, I guess. But yeah, that scene was brilliant. That scene was brilliant. And I'm kind of wondering if it maybe was too much violence to show. I mean, that's kind of a dumb question when it comes to the boys, but maybe just like the way it was going, like with this puppet violence, maybe they couldn't show it as human violence, I guess. I don't know. But no, I think it was just a creative choice. I think there's just what Sam sees in his mind with him seeing like the Jason Ritter, like that Jason Ritter in a puppet and all that in like in that shot. So yeah, I thought that like, but the scene was so cool. I think the scene was creative. For creative purposes, and it was just cool to see. It was just like it was fun to see, and that's what the boys have been doing. They've been doing different stuff, even that cut from episode 4. So yeah, it was good, and yeah, the series is pretty good so far. I would say it's almost on par with the boys. Like I probably can't say too much until the season ends, but yeah, so far the quality is there with Gen V, and it's really standing toe and toe with the boys. So I'm really liking both Gen V and Loki so far. I think both series are pretty much going well. Loki 2 episodes in, and then Gen V 5 episodes in. So yeah, looking forward to watching the rest of both. Tell me your thoughts on both series. Are you liking them so far? How do you feel about Loki's first 2 episodes and the boy, or Gen V's first 5? So yeah, tell me your thoughts, and until next time, I'll see y'all later. Rebel out.